Please stand for the pledge.
Today is National Mason Jar Day.
Your lunch options for today will include corn dogs, mini corn dogs, wrapless burrito, big uncrustable, and chicken patties.
Our sides today are corn and a fresh veggie tray.
In national news, a ex-principal made a school bus so a little boy would not be cold while he waited for the bus. Here's NBC with the story.
And I was mowing at the time and kind of pointed over next to me and said, well, let's do a race.
AC is 8 and has autism. But Pat, a retired principal, knows how to reach him. Pat could see AC waiting for the school bus, often late, making him anxious and cold, too.
It's cold here in Nebraska in the wintertime.
He suggested an idea to AC's mom.
When I actually went and saw it, I was like, this is amazing.
Pat turned an ice fishing hut into a shelter, complete with seats and a steering wheel.
Not everybody notices your child, and the ones who do and then go out of their way to connect and understand, it's not something you see every day, and it's special.
Buckle up! Your neighborhood is your family. Your community is your family. And it takes a family to raise children.
A neighbor making a shelter with love so one special boy can always start his day with a smile.
Here's a video from Great Big Story about two brothers that went against each other and made Puma and Adidas.
In the 1930s, the Dassler Brothers Sports Shoe Company in Bavaria made the most kick-ass athletic shoes in all the land. The company even gave Jesse Owens a pair of shoes to compete in the '36 Olympics. When Jesse won, the brothers' shoes blew up. But all of that success was not good for their relationship. Tensions flared. Some say there was stealing, affairs, resentment. And after World War II, the brothers were so out of step, they eventually ended the company. In 1949, Adolf, or Addy Dassler, formed Adidas, a play on his nickname. Rudolf Dassler started Puma because, well, that name is awesome. The brothers sued each other many times over the years, over all sorts of design and trademark issues, costing each other a fortune in lawyers and suits. Their two factories, built in the same Bavarian village of Herzogenaurach, polarized the community with local people picking sides by picking shoes. The brothers died 2 years apart. They are buried at opposite ends of the village graveyard, proof that even in death, there remained a great bitter divide between them. And so it was for decades, until 2009. Employees of Adidas and Puma, in the village where the two companies still have their headquarters, came together and played a friendly soccer match and started the process of healing decades of enmity and began a new era of love and shoes.
Rich Jr. bought a prop shop 3 years later. The old owners found out the money he gave was the fake cash.
Now to Times with the sports and weather.
Thank you, Anchors. 8th grade boys basketball won a 45-19 score last night. And the 7th grade also won, and they both play at Lyndhurst, but 8th grade plays at 10:15 tomorrow, and 7th grade also plays tomorrow at Lyndhurst, but they play at 9 o'clock. LC plays Ellen in boys basketball next Wednesday. Tickets go on sale during lunches next week. Pre-sale tickets cost $6 or $10 at the gate. Both LC and LN are ranked in the state. Swimming and diving trials will be held again on December the 3rd. Wrestling and swimming and also diving are open to MSDOT 6th graders. So if you have a younger sibling or neighbor interested in these programs, be sure to let them know about the opportunity. Wrestling conditioning is on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, so you can still join the team. Swimming trials are on today and on Monday. Winter cheerleading trials are on December the 10th and the 11th. Girls basketball trials are in December the 11th and 13th. Today will be a high of 46 degrees and a low of 39 degrees, along with a 97% chance of snow and a 20% chance of rain. Now back to our anchors.
Thanks, Taj.
Any 7th grader interested in the 8th grade annual trip to Washington, D.C. should have their parent attend an informational meeting on Monday, December 10th at 6 p.m. in the LGI room. Please enter through door 14. Please have your parents plan now to attend. If they are unable to make this meeting, see Ms. Sams. This is time to start planning for the next year's trip.
If you did not finish the survey by Miss Neal, please take it at this time.
The celebrity birthday for today is Bo Jackson, who is a baseball player.
Our random fact of the day is there is no tipping in restaurants in Japan.
Now to Mr. Harshaw with the Wrestling Morning announcements. Have a great day, Bruins.
Good morning, Bruins. I am going to keep this very quick so that we can get Mrs. Neal on here to talk about what she needs to talk about this morning. I just want to congratulate our 4 Positivity Pass winners today, 2 from 7th grade and 2 from 8th grade. If these students would meet me in the cafeteria right now to get their prizes, please keep up the good work. Mariana Kofer, 7th grade. Mr. Gabrant wants to appreciate you for all of the work you've been doing and excelling in Reading Plus. Sarah Ramirez Garcia, 8th grader. Mrs. Miller would like to thank you for your work ethic you've been showing in class. Tyven Johnson, Mrs. Bernard wants to commend you on all of the sharing that you've been doing. There was a discussion in class, and she really appreciated you sharing out and getting involved. And then lastly, Tanise Holloway. Mrs. Dux would like to thank you for your continued work ethic in class. So again, Tanise Holloway, Mariana Kofer, Sarah Ramirez Garcia, and Tyven Johnson. Meet me in the cafeteria.
Good morning, students and staff. All right, most of you have done a great job of filling out that survey, but we still have quite a few more that need to complete it. So right now, take out your Chromebook. There are 2 things that we're going to do on that Chromebook today. So if you have not finished the survey, do it right now. I have quite a few 25s. That's good. A few 24s, but 25ers, we're looking at you for prizes. Alrighty, so today, go ahead and take out that computer and complete that survey. Do you remember how to get there, students? If you don't know how to get there, we're going to show you quickly. While we're talking about that, I am going to tell you about another thing that we need to do. Oh, we have a computer here. Let's take a look at that. Let's see if we can zoom in on it. All right, we have the student launch page. Can we zoom in on it? There we go. There we go. All righty, we're good. Up at the top, you will once again see the Student Services section. So when you click on that, you will then get the survey. For those of you, don't worry about clicking into that. That's not a problem. Students, you should go ahead and get that survey. Some of you have sent an email requesting access to the Learn More magazine. I have granted that access, and hopefully you can access that if you want it. Next, students, some of you don't know where your locker is. Not only do you not know where the locker is, you don't know the combination. Not only do you not know the combination, you may not know how to operate it. So students, what I'd like for you to do right now is go to Skyward, go to your student information page, and on that page, you will see your locker information and the combination. So some of you, I'm going to give away a question, an answer to one of the questions, and that is you cannot wear blankets and you cannot wear big coats. Light jackets are fine, but you cannot wear coats to class. And I know this has not been a big issue because it's been so warm outside. In August, we didn't talk about it. We didn't talk about it in September. Didn't even talk about it much in October. But now that we're getting into the cold months, you cannot wear a big coat to class, period. We had a young lady yesterday had her coat ripped. Think about all the things that are in classrooms, whether they're chairs and desktops and all kind of sharp instruments that can rip your coat. In addition to that, it's just not safe. It's just too bulky, it's too big to be in a classroom. So students, if you are in need of learning how to operate a locker, no one's going to judge you. Just send me an email and I'll get you help. I'll even do it with you. So just send me an email if you need help operating your locker and getting into it, okay? So right now, again, go to the student information page, find your locker information. It's on the right-hand side, and it will give your locker combination and, of course, where the locker is located. If you are having any difficulties at all, please email me. Mr. Landers is not in at this point in time, but I have myself and many resources to help you get into that locker. If you have questions, send me an email. Okay. All righty. So let's end this day with finishing up the survey and also getting your locker information and taking your coat to the locker if it is on you. If you have any blankets, not allowed. Get rid of them. And you know you should have those cell phones in the locker as well. All right, any questions? Let me know, and I will answer them. We will start answering the questions on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So make sure you get in those answers today. Have a great Friday.